True food is born out of three overlapping principles, I would say. First is purity of ingredients. Second, simplicity of cooking. And third, sustainability of life. So the purity of the ingredients, one of the things that True Food does that I don't know that any other pizza company does is that we use freshly milled organic wheat berries that were milled the night before. We bake it, and it's fermented about 20 hours or so with sourdough, and it's whole grain. So whole grain, freshly milled sourdough bread or pizza crust. I also sometimes use a 00 Italian flour from Italy that is sustainably sourced with no glyphosate or any GMO, genetically modified ingredients. Simplicity of cooking. So pizza, particularly wood-fired pizza, is an ancient idea. It's an ancient way of cooking. It's got fire over 750 degree oven. It might even have been something that Jesus would have eaten back in biblical days. They had bread, they had cheese, they had olive oil, they had vegetables, and that's the simplicity of this kind of cooking. Now, just because it's simple doesn't mean that it's easy. There's a lot of timing that's necessary. You got to time the ferment right. I mean, when you sit there with a piece of True Food pizza, it represents several days of preparation. As I said, fermentation, having the right peak fermentation, the right peak temperature for the oven, everything has to come together at the right moment. So it's simple, but it's also challenging to do. And finally, third, is sustainability of life. So, as I said, this is something that Jesus could have eaten. But ultimately, when I hear the word true food, I wanted to remind myself that the true food is what we find in the gospel. John 6:55, Jesus says, "My body is true food." So that is the sustainability of life, not just the short term, the good things that this food, this pure food does for the body, but long term, the sustainability of life is what we get